Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the classroom. And if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome back to our channel. So as you can see, I'm leaving things on the chart because we're building upon the different concepts to build our algorithm for our homeschool traders. So first, we needed a C1 signal, which we talked about in the very first video, which is our exit arrow, which is also our entry signal. Okay, and exit arrow is for its SSL hybrid provides as an exit arrow. Then we talked about the baseline needing to be in agreement, meaning this arrow and this line need to be the same color. Now we need to talk about within 1 ATR of the baseline. So what do I mean? So if you're able to put an ATR indicator on your chart, that would be great. You just go up here, type in ATR. When you go to the indicators and metrics, you click on that one time and it'll appear on your chart. So what it means is before you take the trade, you need to make sure that the candle is within 1 ATR, average true range, average of the last 14 bars. The range of that day needs to be within less than that 1 ATR. So if you see that, notice that I have an ATR on my chart right here, and these numbers change depending on which candle I'm hovering over. So each time I move to a different candle, which is on my chart a different day, it's giving you the average true range of that day. It's giving you actually the range of that day. So on this day moved 163.9 pips. This day, the average true range for this day is 141.7. So this is how you figure out whether your entry is going to be within that 1 ATR of the baseline or not. You just need to look at the ATR for the current day that you're looking at, and in this case is 0.01417. Again, you need to be looking right here at these red numbers. Again, it's 0.01417. So basically, I get rid of the preceding zeros and I ignore the last digit, and it's basically 141 pips. So if you missed that, go back, rewind it till it makes sense. Just look at it. Get rid of the 0.0. We don't need any zeros in the front, and we don't need the 7 in the back, and we just take the 141 pips. So this means that this candle, when I get ready to enter into this trade, it doesn't need to be more than 141 pips from this baseline. How do we find that out? I'm glad you asked. You need to just go over to your tools. A good thing to do, you can either use your measure, right, your ruler, or you can use what I like to use. I like to go to my prediction and measurement tools. I like to go get my price range. And then what I like to do is see where it crosses the baseline. I go from the bottom and I go up to where it closes, or where it's at the moment at least. And for instance, I see that it's 88.9 pips. Well, I told you guys it needs to be less than 141.7. If it's less than that ATR, the 141.7, it's within the 1 ATR of the baseline rule. And that's it. We're within 1 ATR. So that means I can actually take the trade as long as C1 signal is right, baseline agrees, and the other two, 4 and 5, work out. Okay? Simple as that. Now, for those of you guys who do not have a upgraded account, a pro account, and you're in the classroom and you only have 3 indicators on your chart, you can do one or two things. You can get rid of the QQE mod after you have confirmed that everything is this right color and pop on the ATR, look at it, and then take it off your chart, put the QQE mod back on. You just got to remember to do that. Or another option that's not as excuse me, this option is not as precise, but you still could do it. You could get your measurement tools again, and you can go to the bottom, to where the bottom of the ATR band is, the bottom ATR band, go all the way up to the top ATR band, and cut that in half to find the 1 ATR. So 245.5, you just open up your calculator, and you do 245.5 pips and divide that into 2. So 122.75. So what you don't want is you don't want it to go above 122.75. Now, of course, here we have 141, but you have to do an estimate, okay? So if this thing is higher than 122.75 or further away from the baseline than that, then you are out of luck. So let's go up to the baseline, and you're still good. Still less than, as we knew that, still less than, what we estimated, okay? The last option is, do you see how this line right here goes up and the baseline is below? So in this particular case, this is actually outside of the 1 ATR. So if your bands are, if your line, your baseline is outside of the ATR bands, then you also have a reason to stay out of the trade. Let me show you. Let me prove to you that those are the ATR bands. See, the ATR bands went away when I checked on it. I checked it, it came back. I unchecked it and went away. So if it's outside this ATR band, okay, if this thing has crossed, say this thing crossed right here, and I was outside of the bed. If this is outside, it's a no-go for you. All right, that's it. I told you last video this was going to be a little longer because there's a little bit more to explain. As we put it all together, you'll kind of see it come together as we go through our trades. But hopefully you understand within 1 ATR of the baseline, you need to measure from when it crosses the baseline up to here. And if you want to get an exact measurement, you need to go to your SSL hybrid, go to style, go down and turn on values in the status line. And then when you hover over this, look at, for instance, the color. So if this thing is blue, look at the blue. The numbers are going to be blue. If it is red, then it's going to be the number in red. Okay, so that you'll know because you'll be able to adjust it. For instance, this number says 1.84659. I'm talking about this number right here, 1.84659. So when I change that, 1.84659, watch this little circle move. Barely move, but it's showing you exactly where it crossed. That's exactly where this candle crossed the baseline. All right, that's it, guys. I'm done. The next video, we're going to talk about making sure that the second confirmation indicator agrees. In the last video, we're going to talk about the volume, and then we're going to talk about the one candle rule. All right, see you in the classroom.